Hello, everyone. So yeah, I was excited to hear like, oh, Jedi Survivor, Star Wars Jedi Survivor was like really cool game, really good, all the greatest mechanics, and a real upgrade from the previous one that they'd come out with. Because I played the hell out of the first one. I loved Jedi Fallen Order. It was great. Story was, I enjoyed it. The beginning was a little slow, but once you get into it, I did enjoy the game a lot. Lightsaber play was fun. One of my most favored mechanics of that whole thing is like in a lot of Star Wars games, yeah, they'll let you reflect blaster shots, but none of them felt as like gratifying as just being this nobody who looks over at a stormtrooper and just pow and shoots it right back at him, and he's just completely caught off guard. I love it. It's great. But yeah, apparently the game hasn't been running too well on pretty much any system you could imagine, like any of them. And so I decided let's go to Twitter. See what EA has to say for themselves. See if Respawn said anything. Can't find anything from Respawn. Maybe there's something lower, but I haven't looked for too long. I just hopped on here. But yeah, well, let's look over this real quick. A note from the Jedi team on the PC version of Star Wars Jedi Survivor. We are aware that Star Wars Jedi Survivor isn't performing to our standards for a percentage of our PC players, in particular those with high-end machines or certain specific configurations. That's a great way to cop out of saying like, oh yeah, a bulk of people are having troubles, but we're going to limit it to this specific group that have at least reported having problems. Alright, moving on. For example, players using cutting-edge multi-threaded chipsets designed for Windows 11 were encountering problems on Windows 10, or high-end GPUs coupled with lower-performing CPUs also saw unexpected frame loss. Rest assured, we are working to address these cases quickly. While there is no single comprehensive solution for PC performance, the team has been working on fixes we believe will improve performance across a spectrum of configurations. We are committing to fixing these issues as soon as possible, but each patch requires significant testing to ensure we don't introduce new problems. Thanks for understanding, and apologies to any of our players experiencing these issues. We will continue to monitor performance across all platforms and share updates timing as soon as it is available. Star Wars Jedi Team. EA, Respawn, Lucasfilm. Alright, now let's just hop on over to Steam real quick, because you see this? This is what has me really curious. I want to hear what people have to say, because if the backlash, or if the problems are so big that EA has to respond publicly on Twitter with an apology letter, and yet the reviews are mixed, I've been hearing it's more bad than good, so let's see what's going on in here. Alright, this first guy. Not recommended. His product was received for free, so I guess it was a review copy or something. Star Wars CPU Survivor. Yeah, that sounds about right from what I've been hearing. Alright, let's check the next one. So far, the loading screen is pretty okay. I have no idea what it's like past the title screen because it doesn't load past that at the moment. My god, you can't even get past the main loading screen and main menu? Jesus. See, that right there would be enough for me to stop playing. Like, no doubt. If I can't get past the first menu, I do not want the game. Alright, next one. This guy has 0.6 hours. Giving off his stats, or his computer stats. Latest drivers on Windows 11, and he can get around 30 frames per second. Just amazing, as he states. Man. And I have like a middle-of-the-road probable PC. Like, it's not too great, not too bad. It's a laptop, all things considered, so it's limited. But if these people are having problems with their setups, God knows I shouldn't even try to load up the game. I shouldn't even try. Okay, we got Doge over here. Little under 1 hour. Hasn't gotten a full one yet, but let's see. Do not buy yet. The game is extremely unoptimized and buggy. I have a 480 and struggle to get upwards of 60 frames per second. Low or epic settings. The devs shouldn't have even considered releasing this unoptimized and buggy, even with the delay. The game is also 128 gigabytes compared to the 55 gigabytes the previous version was. I understand that this game is new and has great graphics, but it should be at least playable. 128 gigabytes. Holy crap. That's huge. How many worlds are you supposed to be able to explore? What are all the mechanics involved here? Like, that's a pretty big game. Call of Duty is usually about that big, usually bigger, sometimes smaller even. What the hell? What is that all about? Oh, we have a positive review. What's this one got to say? I cannot speak for everyone, but I feel like the majority of people complaining about optimization are the same individuals that have 57 tabs running in the background. I don't have the best hardware and am running the first planet, the most complained about in the area so far. My god, sorry about that. Over 100 frames with occasional dips under on all high settings. Watch a YouTube video and learn about your PC. You're not 12 anymore on a crap box. I'll update review the further to get considering. I don't have much time played yet, but the time I do have was testing frame rates. Okay. Well, good for you that you're not having problems. I've never personally met someone that has 57 tabs running in the background at any given time, but you know, we all run in different circles, so fair fine enough if you run into that or if you were ever that person, you know, there you go. But this is harkening back to that like Cyberpunk 2077 issue where it's just like, because I had no problems on console when I was playing that game, but I heard so many other people having their issues, having their problems. I was like, you know what? Even if I'm not having problems, this is unacceptable. This shouldn't be such a widespread issue where even people who have invested essentially more money in their PC than they probably have their car aren't even able to play this 128 gigabyte monster of a game that has been touted for years since the last game came out and then a sequel was announced. There's been a huge amount of excitement for this, and I mean, honestly, it does beg the question: who did sign off on just get it out there, just sell it? People will buy it because, like, yeah, people will buy it, but then you're gonna have to deal with all this backlash and returns. And I mean, frankly, I'd have asked for a refund at this point. I'm surprised more people haven't, if they haven't, because I haven't heard too much about that. Or maybe EA's refund policy is just super jacked up, even if you get it through Steam. I don't know how that all particularly works. But yeah, this is just something that I wanted to go through. Oh, here's a couple positive ones actually. We'll just read this one though. Performance aside, kudos to Respawn for developing such a massive game in 3 years. Everything is so detailed, characters are lovable, and the gameplay itself is a blast. Respawn is not to blame, EA and investors, however, for pushing short deadlines. Okay, I hear you. I do. You're not wrong, but I am still going to blame Respawn because they have higher ups too, right? They have a CEO, they have their own lawyer system, they have their own teams and all that stuff. And even if they are owned by EA, there is a certain level of, in my opinion, that, well, yes, your shareholders and your higher ups are demanding you push the game out. But there does come a point where there's nothing you can do and it's going to hurt the reputation of your company more so than anything else. And I mean, employee loyalty may have died and, you know, company loyalty to their employees may have died, but customer loyalty is still a very real thing. And I personally haven't bought an EA game or given them any real money since Assassin's Creed. Was Assassin's Creed part of the EA umbrella? And I know it was Ubisoft, but I don't know if Ubisoft was owned by EA. I don't pay attention to who's bought who over the last few years because people are just absorbing each other company-wise. But either way, you understand the point. It's like I haven't cared about EA in quite some time, and at this point, I'm surprised there are still people that are willing to give them money. Yeah, but you know, let me know down in the comments what your experience has been with the game if you've decided to play it. I'm gonna hold off until I see more blue thumbs than red thumbs, because to me that does matter. I like gathering a consensus of generally the people that have been playing it recently, and I mean, I don't know. When you have these types of performance issues, I don't even understand how you can give the game a positive rating, but still run into the issues of like frame performance, screen tearing, lagging out, crashes, all sorts of mess. Yeah, as I said, let me know down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe if you did. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, have yourselves a great day, and I will see you later.